Hey, we here, baby. We here, baby.
What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to the OS, review of She-Hulk Attorney at Law episode 1. If this is your first time in the channel, make sure you hit that
like button, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hit the comment section. Let us know what y'all thought about the episode as well.
Yeah.
First of all, I can't even believe we're here doing this. So if you listen to the podcast, you know the last couple months I've been looking forward to watching this, but my co-host here,
Man, shit,
not as excited, not as excited as I am. So for me to see that he actually watched the episode and we doing a review, I was like, yes.
Yeah, it's been a while since we hit you guys with a Marvel TV content review. So we're here though.
It's true.
We're here though.
It's true. We are here though. So we got to get straight to it. I need to know what you think about the episode.
What I think about the episode at large. I thought it was a good episode. Thought it was good. I thought it was fun. The pacing of it was pretty. It was okay. I'm not gonna get. I wasn't gonna say. I was gonna say great. I had to think about it because you gotta have a critique at some point, right?
That's funny.
But I really enjoyed the show. It was like I thought she was gonna be too goofy where I couldn't really buy into that.
Yeah,
but I like her. I like her as a protagonist of the show.
Got you. I thoroughly enjoyed this first episode. I think the Marvel Disney Plus shows have a good track record of episode ones. So with this basically continues the trend.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the pacing, and I like the way that they did her origin story in this movie, in this episode. Like I really enjoyed the way that they showed us how she actually became and how she did her first training and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great first episode.
Yeah, the breaking of the fourth wall was pretty dope. She talks directly to the camera. Hey, this is blah blah blah. Woo,
Yeah.
Well, let me show you what really happened.
Right.
Then we get into the backstory, and then you get the Bruce Banner cameo. I don't even know cameo if you.
Oh no,
like,
he's a regular.
If you're really in the whole
I think he a
episode, is
regular.
it a cameo?
Nah, I think he's a series regular. Like he's going to be in the show a lot.
Well, it makes sense because of just seeing how she became her version of the Hulk or She-Hulk, as you may say it. Her blood being infused with her cousin,
right?
Bruce Banner,
and for her to be able to actually like take it and become Hulk, like a lot of. Well, shit, everybody else probably would have died if they got that much blood in their system.
Yeah.
So,
and she's a more refined version, as we see, of Bruce Banner's version of the Hulk. Like,
right. Which I thought, I guess we getting into what we like about the show, right? That was actually one of the things that I enjoyed most about the episode, like with her becoming She-Hulk and her not having to go through so much turmoil that Bruce Banner went through when he first became Hulk. And the reason behind it is, at least the way that they explained it in the episode, was because of her being a woman, she's able to manage her emotions way better than men are, basically, because she has to manage those on a daily basis because of the things that she goes through as a woman throughout the day. So, and that's the reason she's able to like not really Hulk out like the Hulk did when he first became Bruce Banner. I liked it. I thought that shit was dope.
I don't like that explanation. That's just me. Fooey. No, it's just like, hey man, we just had this conversation on the podcast, right? Everything it took Bruce what 11 years to figure this shit out.
I think he said 15.
She mastered that shit in 11 minutes. Like that's crazy to me.
That shit fire.
I'm like, all right.
But see,
that's the only thing I was like.
But see how you feel about that. Yeah. How you think Bruce felt? And we saw that shit the whole episode.
Like,
that's how they.
Because he was really trying to teach her. He trying to teach her about the Zen techniques.
Yeah.
That's not what he called it, but the Zen techniques. Breathing, all this stuff. She was like, man, fuck all that.
I do this.
Man.
I do this shit on a daily basis. I don't even learn this shit. She probably already do yoga.
I feel like Bruce. I feel like Bruce being a nerd before he became like the Hulk. Like he had to deal with a lot of shit too. But even in the superhero group, they still used to talk to him crazy. Like used to talk to that man spicy, like he wasn't the Hulk.
And he ain't know how to control that shit either.
Man, that's crazy.
You see what happened to Age of Ultron? They had to call Veronica from space.
I know. I don't know. That's the only real gripe I have with the first episode. I was just like, But I know it's a show, it's not a movie, and then it's just like you have to understand that this is the first episode. We have to understand how she got there. And I mean, granted, if this was like a movie or if we had more episodes, we probably would have spent more time with her kind of figuring that out. And but she's a brand new superhero, so we get the whole season to figure it out. Like it's just, but it's just the fact that she can control it. Like it's like a snap of a finger. Like I can just go to Hulk, and she doesn't necessarily lose. Like she doesn't have rage in that way. She just kind of gets the strength.
Yeah, and
or at least what I've seen in this episode.
And that's what I was going to say. Like I think with this being the beginning and her, because of her being a woman, she's able to control the Hulk. But I think at some point down the line in the season, she is going to get to that point where she does lose control. That's what I think. I don't know if that's the case, but we have 9 episodes. It's 9 episodes, so we're going to see. Okay, we're going to see. That's funny. That's funny though. We already got to your dislikes.
But I mean, like I said, I enjoy what this first episode was. Like the running joke about Steve Rogers throughout. You know, she kept asking about the Avengers. Clearly that's the part you didn't
like. Why? Like, why are we doing this?
Well, one thing I did enjoy, like we like our superheroes to have realism, right? You've seen the physical, like the distraught look on Bruce Banner's face when he started talking about Tony.
Yes.
You know, this is something that Tony built for me, or Tony said he was gonna come back and get this from me one day. But it's showing that he's dealing with the grief of losing Tony Stark.
And see, usually I hate that shit, but
that's a real thing,
and that's what I'm getting to. Like I understand because we haven't seen Hulk since Endgame, right? And we don't know what he's been up. Well, we know now, but we didn't know what he was up to, and all the characters that we see for the first time since Endgame, we're going to have to understand where their mind is for the repercussions of Endgame.
And they were biology buddies. They were like,
they was nerd buddies to the core, 100%. So he lost a very, very close friend to him, somebody. Like one of his only probably few friends for real, and somebody that was closest to him.
That was the person that honestly probably understood him the most outside of his actual, I guess you could say, love interest, which was Natasha, right?
Yeah.
Like Natasha got him from like the romantic stand, but like the brainiac.
This is my bro. This is
like,
my guy.
This is my man's. We built Ultron together, even though he fucked the stuff
right.
up, but we built them together.
They can have conversations that Bruce can't have with other people because of the level of intellect.
Exactly.
And now that person is gone from me, and I have to cope with that. So Exactly. So seeing their initials carved in the bar and shit, I was like, oh damn.
And the fact he said like I can get drunk and hey. I mean it's like I can drink all the alcohol and not feel a thing.
Right. Now I was not expecting them to get into a fight the first episode.
Do you think he held back on her? Or you think I don't know this, but do you think the Hulk and She-Hulk could really she can beat his ass if it was straight up?
That's funny. I think he did hold back on her.
Yeah. Now,
can they go heads up 100%? But I don't think, and I forget her name.
You're talking about the actual actress or like her character?
Shit, both.
Oh well, Jennifer Walters is the
Jennifer Walters. Like in her She-Hulk form. Because she it's new for her. She doesn't know how to fully use her power to its full potential.
Well, yeah.
So I think Bruce Banner did hold back. But once she actually learns, hey, I can whoop your ass, then the fight's gonna be crazy. And then if they really fought how they could have fought, they would have leveled the fucking island.
Yeah.
Not just the bar.
Yeah, because those Thunderclaps was
Yeah, and you saw she learned on the fly.
Yeah.
And I think she used hers different. She used it as like a sonic wave for his ears. Like it was dope. That was a dope fight.
Yeah, it was. But I'll just say this. And then, let's get to the court scene, where the villain busts up in there. Kool-Aid Man. And then she took off her shoes. She was like the fact that her assistant is actually in on it with her. She actually understands that Jennifer has this ability. I think that's kind of dope.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because she need, you gonna need a sidekick, confidant,
something. Or else, shit, you gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
You need that, which is what I think is what Tony Stark was to Bruce Banner. Yeah. So this is kind of like her Tony Stark.
Or maybe it's like
I tried. It's
it's like
her Foggy Nelson.
Yeah.
There you
go. That's it.
Bet.
But I mean, just the whole transformation in the courtroom. Her, and then she went straight back to it. She was like, "Hey, I'm ready to get my closing argument now." I was like,
Now,
Cliche, but I love it.
No, she's a dope lawyer. I think she's like assistant district attorney or something.
Something like.
So with her even becoming She-Hulk, right, and them being in Mexico and her going through her training, the whole time with her wanting to get back to her normal regular life of being a lawyer and going through her day-to-day motions, I also thought that was dope because it's like, imagine today you get superpowers. You're not gonna want to just automatically jump to being a superhero. Shit, you might not even want to become a superhero.
And that was her struggle. Like that's one thing I think I enjoyed about the acting exchange between her and Bruce. Like she was like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want to go back. Like she was like, I'm actually getting my life on track. Like I'm about to do this. I don't have time to be this. So no, and Bruce was like, all right.
Right, like, no, exactly.
Like,
and the whole time, him trying to explain to her, I get that, but you have this power now. So if you somewhere and some shit pop off, it's unfortunate, but you have a responsibility to protect those people now because you have this power. Like, because if you have the power and you do nothing, then what?
Right.
Then what? Right.
and that's what happened in the courtroom.
That's exactly what happened in the courtroom.
But what do you think about the placement of hip hop being used in She-Hulk?
I'm not particularly mad at it because of like the end credits with Eve, right? I thought this shit was perfect.
I think
Who's that girl?
I think they used I can't remember the song that they used for the trailer for next week, but I was like, oh,
I didn't even. So I've been avoiding. So like with the streaming era, right? I've been avoiding watching the trailer for the next episode. Now I don't. Do you watch it on YouTube? Where you even see it? I don't even know. YouTube. Where you see it. Oh, okay. So yeah, I try to avoid that because I just want to be surprised when I see this shit.
I got you.
But you said you can't remember the song.
I can't remember, but it was a hip hop song. I was like, oh, I'm going there. Like, especially after the Eve being placed toward the end. And I think it was like another female MC. That's what made me think about that. So it's
probably gonna be a trend.
Hey, I'm not mad at it, but the who's that girl being placed at the end of the episode, spot on.
Yeah,
spot on.
And then the one more thing that I enjoyed most about this particular episode was just the back and forth dialogue between Bruce and Jennifer, right?
Yeah.
It's like even outside of him trying to teach her how to become a Hulk, just all the other one-off conversations they had. Jennifer talking about her life, Bruce talking about how he's been coping since Endgame. The whole thing about his arm healing, like just I feel like they have the two actors themselves just have great chemistry on screen. So
I agree.
I'm hoping we have a lot more dialogue between the two, and maybe they even team up with some shit like that.
She gotta I ain't saying she has to, but I know this is her show, so I don't expect the Hulk to keep helicoptering in and out in that way, but I definitely expect like a phone call communication.
Yeah, like, something.
Like, I don't know, Telegram, some shit. I mean, like, hey, Bruce, how do you do this? Like, some shit like that. So,
right.
Okay, now what do you think about the after credits thing? We gotta talk about it as part of the episode.
About the whole
Captain
being a virgin shit. I mean, I get it, but
it's like this with after credit scenes. Sometimes they have a direct like play to something else, and then sometimes it's just more so a fun thing. And then since this is a fun show, maybe toward the end we'll get to something that ties to a bigger like plot line.
Right.
But right now it's probably just all about the fun and the jokes.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, it was cool. I think we could deal without it, but hey, turn up.
Hey,
I guess
y'all got it.
Yeah, exactly. You know the funny thing about that, the woman that Bruce Banner said Captain America lost his virginity to. So that the actress that played that character is the same actress that played Star-Lord's mother in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. And now people are like, why Captain America fucking is But no, those are two different characters though. But it's still funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last thing on this, right? The scene where Jennifer becomes She-Hulk. The reason that car accident even happened is because the Sakaran ship, which is from the Grandmaster's planet, just appeared in front of them. What do you think is happening there?
You think they're still trying to get the Hulk to go back and fight or something?
Quite possibly, or either that, or maybe they're there for his arrest or something. Like I don't know. Maybe somehow they're trying to get the Hulk back to the planet. So I think it's Sakaar. But I don't know. I hope that's something that's explored later on.
Yeah, well, we getting ready to get into the cosmic bag when it comes to the MCU. So definitely maybe in phase 5, obviously, we'll get to. It won't be a complete Hulk film, but it'll be like a Thor Ragnarok type of subplot, where the Hulk has a World War Hulk type of plot line within somebody's film. It maybe not be Guardians, but something.
Right. So with this being said, right, and as much disdain as you had for this coming in, after watching the first episode, do you think this is something that you will continue to watch?
Yes.
Okay.
But I will say this. I said the same thing about Miss Marvel. I was excited about the first Miss Marvel, then something happened. But I think I can tie. I think I can rock with this a little bit more. I think I enjoyed the something about a child's goofiness and then an adult's goofiness. I can deal with the adult goofy, but the kid goofy, I'm like,
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
That's funny. I'm sorry, that's funny as hell. Okay,
but I'm rocking. I'll be back. We'll do episode 2 next week.
Listen,
you, baby.
First of all, I'm happy you watched it. I really am happy you watched it, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to really, really enjoy this. Based off the first episode, of course, this could change with the episodes to follow.
Yeah.
This has the potential to be one of the top Marvel shows so far. And I don't really think that's.
I was about to say. I was about to go there, but you said it first.
Much, but that's funny. All right, so last question, and then we can wrap up.
Yes, sir.
Daredevil is supposed to be in this series, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you think we see Matt Murdock first, or do you think we see Daredevil first?
Matt Murdock.
Okay.
I think we see lawyer guy first. Because we've only seen him in lawyer guy first, with especially in Spider-Man.
Right.
I don't think she go bump into Daredevil right away.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think we might see Daredevil first,
okay.
And it could be a thing where Daredevil is in the city, has been in the shadows and hiding and shit, and then he hears about She-Hulk and he just pops up like, what the? No, he gonna. Oh yeah, he gonna get it handed to him.
He get beat up by regular people, so I know She-Hulk gonna beat his ass.
All right, bro. All right.
you gotta think about
it. It could be different on Disney Plus.
Nah. We gonna get 18 episodes of him getting his ass whooped. The whole thing. Like
it might be different.
Nah.
Damn, that's funny as hell.
He wasn't no Captain America. I can do this all day. No, you need to stop, my guy. That's okay. Like he
need to go away.
He need to drink some super serum or something, man. He needs something.
Don't do my man. All right, no, we gotta wrap up now because you're not doing my man's like that. Look. So that's episode 1 review of She-Hulk, right?
Yes, sir.
Great first episode.
Yeah.
Great first episode, right? Excuse me.
I know.
Enunciate, right?
We get excited.
Yeah, we do get excited. So only time will tell how the series progress.
Yes.
We will be back with the episode 2 review next week.
Yes, sir.
Again, don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the comment section. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Let us know what you like, what you dislike, and who's She-Hulk going to see first, Matt Murdock or Daredevil. Let us know.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be back next week with episode 2 review. And we out. Peace.